welcome to another episode of KOTOT. Today I have the lovely Kristina on the sofa. Kristina is an amazing mum, someone who I look up to and inspires me. She is a single mum, but she is acing it at this mum journey, and today she's going to be sharing a little bit about herself and her journey. So let's get to it.
Hey, so I have a little girl who is 5. Her name is Lefeya.
Yeah.
And I have son who is 6 and his name is Lartas. And they are crazy kids. But I love them.
Yeah.
More than my life.
Yeah.
I have to say. But I love my life because I need to be for them.
Yeah.
That's me. Hi.
Love it. So I've got just managing that relationship with him and protecting your kids within that as well.
Well, I only want what is best for my kids. So I try to avoid any arguments, suck it up, and pretend that, okay, everything fine with the daddy. If he comes in the house, daddy is there. Yay!
Yeah.
Well, he does take kids to the school most of the times if he's not busy. It's hard with his family because I don't agree most of the things what his family do. So other thing is I have to protect my kids, and I do try to always invite them in all the birthdays, celebrations we have and everything, so they have family around, they have connection. But I have to say the family doesn't feel the same way as I feel, so sometimes I have to protect my kids from that. I cannot say as well bad things, obviously.
No, you can't. You can't. It's
But I don't like them.
Yeah.
I just don't like them. And simple as that. If I wouldn't have my kids with him and with with his family, with this family, I wouldn't be talking to them anymore.
Yeah. And how I feel about this is, well, you know my background and you know my history. You don't get to pick what family.
Yeah.
You picked the person you had a child with, but you don't get to pick their family, and you just get what you get.
Exactly.
You try to figure it out and make it work. And
yeah, I know. And you just mentioned that, you don't pick family, but you pick the person you with the children. With that thing, it's very sensitive because when I picked, I thought I picked a very good person.
Yeah.
I thought in my eyes, he loved the kids. He was, because he had the older son, so he was loving that kid. He was looking after this. This kid always was with us. So I thought, okay, that's a great person. You're gonna look after the kids all the time. Even if anything happened, I will be, he will be there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not happening right now. And I do judge myself for that. I do cry sometimes. I thought, why did I chose to die? Because my kids crying sometimes. My son said, like, if daddy's here, it's fine, but if he's not here, I feel like I don't have that. So, and I do feel bad for that. Why did I do that? Why did I choose that person?
you didn't know. You're not
I
psychic.
know that, but in front of my kids, I feel so guilty. Like, what have I done? And now I have to be living with that for the rest of my life.
All I can say is, regardless of what he does now or anything like that, if it wasn't for the decisions that you made at that time, you wouldn't have Lartas or Lefeya. And you know how much I love your kids. You know how much, like, they are just a joy. The world is better with them in it.
No, 100%.
100%.
I have to say, that question sometimes pops up,
You're human.
I'm internet girl, so that question. If you could say one person who saved you, I always telling to myself, my kids,
Yeah.
because I had depression for a long time, like from 7 years old.
Okay.
So till that time, I didn't have the kids. It was sometimes dark thoughts before.
Yeah.
And when I have kids, it never came in my mind. I just want to live with them. I want to be there and grow them into the beautiful humans, good husband, beautiful wife. That's what I want to do. So I can save me. I would never ever would say, oh my God, oh, like my life would be different without them.
Yeah. And on that note, depression and feelings of anxiety, I think if you're a mum, there has to be some time when you're not okay. I don't believe that there's anybody who's always 100% okay. I have those moments, and I feel the same feelings that you have when you question whether you've made the right decisions sometimes. So I'm just assuming at this point, there must be times when you feel not so great and you have low moments. In those days, I know you're going to pick yourself up, and like you said earlier, if you don't do it, who's going to do it? What do you do to get you out of those situations when you're feeling low?
Well, I believe to actually every woman is different, but because I've been dealing with depression from 7 years old, I already know how to work with that. Yeah. But the past month, I would say, like I feel tired. There is situation. There is no help at all. Like, so I'm tired. I feel down. I really struggle it. And I go to bed and I think, what I gonna do tomorrow, because I feel so down. I have like no family members around me. How I should lift me up. And I believe me, sometimes I think, like, I ask myself, what should I do and how I gonna get up? Like, how? But then I sleep, I get up and okay, it's new day. You breathe, I breathe in, and then you're gonna keep going, because the same thing, who gonna do it if not you? Who gonna do it? I don't know, I can't, it's hard, because I think for everyone is different, but I learn how to deal with that. Like, you feeling so down, but then you think, okay, nobody else could do it. And I just actually talk with my beautiful moms from my children's school, like with you, with other moms. They are amazing, and you talk and they lift you up. They say, it's hard time now, tomorrow will be better. And I think as a mom group, it helps. If you have no family, no friends, then it's a mom group. Obviously mom group will become your friend. But that's amazing. I think it's important for women, moms, to have friends from the school, to find these friends from the school, because they can lift mentally, they can lift you, even if you need help, with your children, they becoming friends. This is amazing. I think this is what gives me opportunity to lift myself, to be happy for my kids. And the other day we had a walk in the park. After that day, it helped me a lot, because I just remember our conversations about other moms, and I thought, okay, there's, I have bad day, the other mom had maybe a little bit worse day, so I can manage that. Everyone managing that, and we just keep going, and next day, and now I feel much better, actually.
That day, I think it was so mutually beneficial for both of us to have that day, because the other stuff that I'm going through, which is a different conversation, different podcast altogether. There's a lot of grief that's going on at the moment. There's bereavements in my family, and then there's some difficult relationships that I'm working through at the moment. And it was just so refreshing to talk to somebody who, number one, can relate to my past, and we can talk about some of the toxic environments that we grew up in, we currently still live in, and then trying to protect our children from those toxic relationships. And from the end of it, both me and you were so inspired. And like you said, when you find your people, it doesn't matter where you find them from. And we've lucked out because we've managed to do it from our kids' schools, and it was our kids that brought us together. And that was so good in that respect. And I love you.
I love you, and you as well. After this conversation we had, you told me about things you're gonna do, and inspired me. And I do want to write a book, which I was thinking for 5 years maybe.
Yeah.
But I just had never encouraged, like, how I gonna do. I always was finding like problem. Okay, I don't speak proper English. I don't know how to write correctly in English. But then I thought, okay, if the girls around, the moms around me can do it, I can start something as well. And it's so inspiring. It's important to, that's what I'm saying, it's important to have moms from the children's school as a friends, because it's inspiring. Amazing.
And we're always here for each other. We're crazy.
Which is good. It's good. I love that.
We're here for each other. One of the things that I know that you're very, very, very good at is having honest conversations with your children. And it's something that I've learnt from you. And you manage not only your emotions, but the kids' emotions as well. Can you talk about a little bit about why you do that and how does it actually work in reality?
Okay. So that thing, it came from when I was a child. I think everything comes from the childhood. Unfortunately, good things obviously good, bad things unfortunately no. When I was a child, I wanted my parents to understand me, but they treat me as a little child who don't understand nothing. They hide things, and there was obviously, my mom was working, my dad was drinking a lot, unfortunately. So I had no one to talk. No one would understand anything I wanted to say. And that where it came from. I wanted to have children to be able to talk to me, to tell me what they wanted to talk about, and all these emotions they have now, I kind of understand, because I was the child who need someone to understand and listen. So now I trying to listen, I trying to talk about things which I understand and the children understand. So I do talk with my children very open. I think in these days people would say too open.
Is it though?
But
I don't think so.
Well, it is moms who protect the kids from everything, which is fine. We all different, and they think that maybe I'm open too much for the children because they are children, they shouldn't know some things, isn't it? But I do, from my side, I know that my son loved us. I think he understands and he knows more than we know already. So I just talk. Obviously, even if like where the babies come from, I do talk with him. Obviously not straight away everything with all the details, but like the nice way explaining the babies growing in the belly. And it comes from love, when the mom and dad have love for each other. And which is fine. When they grow up, they will ask more difficult questions, which it will be different story. But now, I talk about everything. I do believe it's important, and it works for me. Like, I'm not gonna say everyone has to do the same. For my children, it works. We share emotions. If I'm sad, I'm not gonna go hide. Okay, I'm sad and I'm gonna hide in my room. I always come and they ask, oh mommy, why are you sad? Like, why are you crying? I have a bad day. I am emotional. I wake up today a little bit angry. So I want you to understand that. And if you feel angry, please let your friends, to know your teachers. If you're angry, that helps to others to understand why you are like this.
Yeah.
So that will helps for all of us.
Yeah.
Just to be honest with each other, to understand each other, and grow from there. That's what's happening in our family. Just talk loads, sometimes too much.
The thing is, your kids are so honest. They say the most,
always
the funniest things as well.
No, sometimes they say things they shouldn't say. Yeah. My daughter goes to nursery. Obviously now she's in reception, but in nursery she's like, "Yeah, my mommy is on period today." And you can't hide from kids. You go in the toilet and they break the doors even if it's locked. "Mommy, what are you doing?" I say, "Oh, just and oh, mommy, what happening to you?" And as I'm open mom, I explain. Well, like for my daughter, every month bleeding. When you will be probably 11, 13, that's gonna happen to you. That calls period and okay, I understand that. That
and then the question, I got asked, why do you wear a nappy? That's what Esme asked me. She says, "Mommy, why are you wearing a nappy? Is it because you're bleeding?"
Yeah.
"Oh, do you wee yourself sometimes?" I was like, "No, Esme."
and as well, like, so Lefea now knows that mommy's on a period and it's like, let us ask some questions. Lefea says that, "Leave mommy alone, she's bleeding." And then obviously she goes to nursery. She said, "Oh, my mommy is emotional today. She's on her period." Yeah, just great.
But
everyone
do you know what
knows.
it is? Your kids are so emotionally intelligent, and they just know that not everybody's going to be like all happy, doolally every single day. Yeah. Sometimes you have good days. Sometimes you have bad days, which means because they know how to support other people and know that it's okay when someone's not okay, they then know that if I'm not okay, it's okay, I'm going to get over it.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes kids get so wrapped up in themselves, and I don't care what anybody says, kids are selfish.
Yeah.
Kids are absolutely selfish because everything is about them. It's about, I'm not okay and the world is crumbling, or "Mummy, why didn't you do this for me?" or "Mummy, why didn't you do this?" or "Why doesn't this person do this?" or "Why does this person want to play with me?" So it's always about them. But when you have such a good relationship with your kids and you can talk openly and freely with them, I just think it helps them in the long run, and they don't suppress themselves, and then you don't necessarily have them acting out and lashing out, which leads me into a question that I have for you, because I think you're very good at this: balancing yourself and managing to give each child what they need when it's just you, because you've got 2 kids. They fight for your attention. They can't
fight. I'm sorry, I interrupt. They never fight for attention, because if we need hug, we all hug together. If we sleep all together.
Yeah.
From the day Lefea was born, obviously, I was feeding her, and then I was holding Lectus. I would never let them fight for attention.
Oh, good.
It drains me though. I have to say it drains me, because obviously they grow a little bit older, like 6 months Lefea, then Lertas is 1.5. We go in for a walk. I have to carry her, I have to carry him. It's draining. Yeah. But it worked. I don't know, that one I'm so grateful, because they never competed with each other for attention. If they lashes out, someone is very emotional. I said, "Do you need time with the mommy? Maybe separate." And they said, "Oh yes, it would be nice. Like, let's go. What do you want to do with mommy?" If not, they said, "Oh no, I'm just tired. I have my emotions. Yeah. I'm fine, and I don't need just time with mommy." That's fine. We could keep going. But yeah, I do ask as well a lot of them. Do they need time just with mommy, like, Lefea, do you need time with mommy? Do you want to do something? And she would say yes or no.
Okay.
And the same with life, because that's why I think it's good to ask your kids what they need, what they want, why they act in different way, you know, what's changed in their life, that they acting different than us moms knows, you know, something going on, that 1 week is just crazy crying. This usually the girls, you know, like, oh mommy, I can't do that, you know, so what's going on, why you are like this, do you need anything? And they say yes or no, you know, it depends what situation, but sometimes they say yes, I would like to talk to you about something, and they say okay, when you have time, when I have time, we can sit down and talk. I think it's important to talk with your kids, and they will tell you lots of things what you want to know. Sometimes not what you don't want to know. Sometimes even that you can find out, but you have to be able to take that, you know, information as well, because sometimes it hurts. Like my kids do say to me, "Mommy, why are you shouting too much?" And you know, you getting emotional as a period, too much tired, and I do sometimes get angry, and I regret that, but I can't hold my emotions all the time and my angriness, and it's like,
you're not a robot.
Please put their shoes on, you know. And for them, for the kid is shouting, it's crazy, they're shouting, that's it, end of the world. So they do say that, you know, oh, why you been shouting on me? And
well, they don't realize that you've told them 6 times.
Yeah, but then I said, well, if I have to repeat 5 times, obviously mommy get angry, you know. We could sort it out the first or maybe second time if it's hard for you, you know. Just do what I ask you to do. And then, like I said, mommy, my brain doesn't work straight away. You need second and third time. And then you feel guilty. In that moment, I was okay. You know, the kids are...
Do you see what I mean? Your kids are so funny.
Maybe I just say... I mean, sometimes I can't even get angry because it's like I wanted to laugh, and then you just turn away and giggle, okay, and then deal with the problem. Oh my goodness, these kids, but I love them, and it's difficult and it's hard.
Let me tell you one thing, how I feel about you and when I look at you. When I look at you, I see such a strong woman, and I don't necessarily see the kid's mum. I don't necessarily just see you as a mother. I see you as Kristina. And the reason why I say that is because my mum, well, you know my story. My mum had 4 kids and she was by herself. And I never understood the gravity of what that meant until I was much older, and until I've had kids myself, that I'm like, oh my gosh. Single mums are probably the most resilient people on the planet. If you do not have kids, or you don't understand what goes into raising children, especially when you're on your own, I have so much respect for you and so much adoration for you, because you're like a superhero. All the things that, like, I get emotions, I get all of that, but I've always got, like, Alex to lean on. He works all the time. Well, you know, he works all the time. So he's not necessarily here all the time, but at the end of the day, if I'm really, really upset, I know when he comes home I can cry to somebody or whatever. Or if I'm excited about something, I can share with him. But you don't necessarily have that. Like, all the decisions are on you. All the conversations are on you. Raising the kids, the fact that your kids are so happy, that's all on you. I don't think mums, especially in your situation, are celebrated enough, and you won't necessarily get the thanks or gratitude that comes with, because your kids are so young, they don't understand. They will when they're much older, in the same sense that when my mum, I look at her and all I ever say to her is thank you, thank you, thank you. She's the most annoying person on the planet. However, she's my mum, and because of everything that she did when we were kids, she's my best friend. You know this.
Yeah.
Like, I talk to my mum like 4 times a day, which is probably too much. But if anything happens in my life, I will run and speak to my mum because of the foundations that she did. And you inspire me so much because I see the exact same in you. She always says this little thing. She's like, my life wasn't great, but I'm going to make sure and I'm going to work bloody hard. She doesn't swear, so she doesn't say that bit. But she's worked so hard to make sure that we don't go through the same pains and worries that she went through. I just think you're amazing.
I met your mom a couple of times, but I love her already. She's an amazing woman. She's an amazing person, actually, I have to say. Really, I just feel her energy, so I know what you're saying.
And I know we talk all the time, and I know we motivate each other and all of this other stuff, but what I love the most about you is your honesty, and you don't shy away from just being genuine. Like, you call bullshit out. If there's bullshit, you just go, that is bullshit, no, I'm not doing that. And I think as a group and as mums, it helps some of us also tap into reality and not pretend. Because if you're having a shit day, you'll come out to us and you'll be like, you know what, I'm having a fucking shit day. That's it.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, mums, this is this. And I think it's helped all of us open up as well. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I'll tell you guys. And it's happened over time, but we're so comfortable with each other now.
Talking, make your feelings out. It's just much more easier. That's what I can say. You know what? This came with the time, because when I was a child, everything from the child, but I'm gonna repeat again. You know, when my parents was really poor, and I was going to the village school, and all these teachers, these city kids are rich and everything, they go to each other's houses, and I was a little girl who have basically not a very pretty house. I was just so shy. I always hide. I never invited my friends because I was shy, because you know, everyone have nice things, nice house, and I didn't have.
Yeah.
And most of the times I sweated. I was making up just stuff just to be normal in the class. And now when I grow up, I just thought to myself, I'm not gonna do that. If I feel bad, I'm gonna say I'm feeling bad. If I feeling great, I wanna tell I'm feeling great, and tell to the world, you know, you can be great as well. If I walk the dog and I see a woman and I love her makeup, I always say, oh wow, I love your makeup, and it's like, oh, you made my day.
Yeah.
And if I say, like, you know, see someone doing bad stuff, I will say, look, that you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Obviously it gets me sometime in trouble. It did came from childhood. I have to say that I have to hide most of the things just to survive as a kid. So I feel free. Yeah. And I have to show to my kids that you can be free. You don't have to be ashamed of yourself. You don't have to be ashamed what you have, what your family have. Just enjoy the life, because it's a very short period we have that life. So just enjoy it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And I think you've got so much joy in your life, and you yourself, you're so joyful. We call you Dr. Doolittle. Because you love animals, you love nature, you love everything, and like, you've got amazing pets. How many pets have you got now? Because you've got the fish, then
we got 25 fishes. We have a
Is it 25?
The 25 fishes in the aquarium, yeah. Only they hide in them, and you know, under the rocks. But no, 25 fishes, 3 gerbils, 1 cat, 1 dog. Unfortunately, our snail died a long time ago.
A snail?
Yeah, African snail.
The big ones?
The huge one, yeah. Let us cry even today. Oh, a snail died 3 years ago. Yeah, so if I would live on a farm, I would have ponies, goats, sheep, piglet, anything, because I think animals brings good energy.
Yeah.
But if you stay around them, they will give you good energy.
Yeah.
Give you peace. And I think animals and pets, for the kids, to have them, to be around them, they gives good energy as well, and they teach them to look after, to be gentle, to be nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, it depends what you teach to them.
Yeah.
Like my kid's not allowed to put the kitty all over themselves, you know, wherever. You stroke her, she will come on your lap if she wants. No, you cannot. As a kid, you cannot take them.
Can't force it.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, we had the accident with one of the gerbils. I don't know if I should say that.
Let's not tell people what happened to the gerbil.
Yeah.
But it's not like that you have to have so many animals or whatever. But I do agree with you. Having a pet in the house makes it changes the mood and the atmosphere in the house, and like you said, it teaches the kids responsibility. We unfortunately lost our cat this year, which was devastating, and I still can't even get another pet because I just feel I feel weird having another animal because Jasper was with us for such a long time.
His family, it was
family. So I have to wait for a while before I can get another pet. But you know how upset even Esme was. I didn't even realise that she was so attached, and sometimes she'd be sat down and doing makeup and she's like putting blusher on him and he just sat there.
Exactly, but you see the animal chose to sit there and just enjoy it.
And she's literally got blusher, like the kid's blusher, and she's putting blusher on the poor cat. But it just made them so happy. And I think certain things or certain emotions that come from having pets that we can't give to the kids.
Exactly.
At all, but they can get it from like a cat, a dog, a gerbil, a fish.
People don't realize, like, you know, even if the child, you know, some kids are not very open. You know, it depends what you teach, but depends. Sometimes the kids have their own personalities.
Yeah.
And some kids are just not open. And the animal, I think pet would be comfort and that safe space, you know, if I have a bad day, I'm coming home and play or cuddle or even realize that I have that pet and it makes me smile as a child or anything. It gives that good energy even for the kids, not just for us moms, parents, dads, or whatever. I'm animal person, so I just gonna talk about animals. But I'm also
Dr. Doolittle.
I think Nikki gave me that.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Which is fair.
And with animals and just being in tune with nature and sort of Mother Nature, like all of humans, animals, just being outside, like your garden's amazing, you have tadpoles, you had everything that my son tried to kill. But
no, he just was enjoying tasting the water. I think, to be honest with me, I believe that is good thing because we try to protect our kids here from don't touch that, don't drink that, and they taste it, they drink things, they eat dirt, whatever. It just gives them the good immune. Sorry, I still struggle to say some words in English.
Plus, I've given you adult juice.
No, yeah. But the immune. I just cannot say. It doesn't matter.
Immune.
immune system gets better, stronger, and everything.
Yeah, I completely agree. So in my culture, when a child visits a place for the first time, they get like a piece of dirt and you put it in their mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. Like if we went somewhere, like culturally, you just give them a piece of dirt in the, because they say whatever bacteria is in the soil is whatever bacteria you find, so you won't get sick. So I remember, because I used to remember when my mum used to take us to places, like we would get there, especially like I used to remember when we went to my grandma's place, we'd get there and literally she would get dirt, she would spit in it to make it wet, and she'd get dirt and then she'd just put it in our mouths, and she was like, they won't get sick now. And we never used to get sick because we were just exposed to all the dips, because like she would be like, if we're hungry, she would go get mango at the tree. And half the time we wouldn't wash it, we would just peel them and just eat them, and that was it. That's how I grew up.
I believe that is the best childhood, when you can explore anything, you can taste anything, and you are free just to go around and pick up wherever you want. As a child, because you do remember your childhood. I remember my childhood. It was the best. It was cooking pies from the sand, and it was the best taste ever.
I'm just thinking about it now. Imagine Eli coming in and he's just like got mud all over him. I'll just look at him and just be like, yeah, whatever.
I did. My kids was crawling in the garden, picking the grass, flower, or wherever, and then coming, everything, dirty faces. Like, what did you eat? I was like smiling and happy. Okay, that's mean you had fun. Good.
Yeah. Have fun. Enjoy.
Have fun. Yeah. Some things maybe could be dangerous. Like, I have animals, so definitely no dog poop, no cat poop. But other than that, it's fine.
They're fine.
Remember that as a mom, like a single mom, it's very difficult when you like get ill and sick and no one is there.
Let's go through that. Come in. Let's talk about that.
Oh, here more.
Oh, so what happens when you're sick and when you're ill?
And what happens when you're sick and ill?
Yeah. And you're on your own.
After last Christmas, obviously we all got very sick. Like me and 2 kids, but the kids obviously they not very they get sick like 1-2 days. That's it. It's gone. All good. And me, I was struggling. I was coughing a lot. But obviously, when you have no one around, so you just put yourself like, okay, we'll get better. Take the paracetamol and that's it. It's gone. But then week later, it's still happening. 2 weeks later, it's still happening. And it's getting worse. And then you call your kid's father. You say, "Oh look, I'm really don't feel very well. Can you have a kids?" "No, I'm busy." And then what are you gonna do? You just take not 2 tablets but 4 tablets straight away, paracetamol, which you could basically be poisoning for you. But as a mother and you have no one, you do that, you feel a little bit better, and you keep going.
Yeah.
Well, in that point, one morning I woke up and I couldn't stand up.
Really?
I couldn't stand up, and that's okay. What I gonna do now? I have to take my kids to school, and there's no one else to take them. So, but I knew that morning that I actually gonna drive, but it's very dangerous because I have blurry vision. I cannot. It's like shaking, and I know it's something wrong.
Yeah.
But then I called the dad and I said, "Look, I cannot drive. Can you take the kids to school?" And he said, "I have very important meeting. I cannot do that." And then what you do? I took the kids to the school.
Yeah.
And then I drive myself to the emergency, and I had sepsis and I had pneumonia.
No.
The midwives, like the
Doctors.
the doctor said, "Wow, it's like how
What?
you even alive." And they said, okay, emergency, you have to stay in hospital. I said, I cannot. I have to pick up my kids like 3 o'clock. No way. She said, okay, you have to sign up that you want to be released, because I cannot stay in hospital. There's no one to look after the kids. And I think we don't talk about this as a moms, who is single. And when you ill, you have no one. Like maybe family members, they could help you, but some of the moms have completely no one. Like really no one. And then when you are ill, you have to put in danger yourself to be, because you don't want to do that, but you have no choice. So they gave me shots, stay for an hour, and they said, look, you're coming back tomorrow and after tomorrow. And I was just taking the kids, coming back to hospital to get my shots. Gosh. It was horrible, but I survived it. Now I know I know one thing, the death not gonna take me. Yeah.
But isn't that crazy that you've got sepsis and pneumonia, and instead of like any other person would have just been checked into hospital, be in hospital for 5 days, that's not a problem. You were like, I can be in hospital when the kids are in school.
Yeah. And I believe there is moms like that a lot, because I love the man who is there for the mom, for the kids, even if they're not together. But most of the moms now are single and the dad's nowhere to see. So they are struggling. They have to put themselves in danger just to be for the kids, because there's no one, and they don't know what to do. What are you gonna do? And I sadly, the women like that actually ended up dying. And we just don't talk about this. We just don't know about this, but they do die a lot actually, because they wait till the last second to be with the kids, but they have to die because they have no one to rely on to get the treatment they need to get.
Which is why I feel like KOTOT, and the reason why we're doing KOTOT is to make sure that people don't feel like they're absolutely alone. And if we can help one person make that one friend that they're able to go, I just need some help, or I just need this, because you know what, sometimes, like you said, you might have family, or you might not have your family, you might not have the kids' dad, and sometimes the only people that are going to understand you is another mum
who basically from your child's school
is in the same situation as you, and will do the necessary to help you out. Because I know for a fact, like with everything that's happened recently for myself, I know if I called you and I said, Kristina, can you have Esme for the afternoon? You would do it. It wouldn't even be anything. We've had our other friend who hurt herself. Did we not all pack our stuff, take her son out on a day because she couldn't do it? So we literally were like, right, took her son, went and spent the whole afternoon. She wasn't even there, but we are able to rally up.
Exactly, you 100% right. And when we talking now, that happened last Christmas, and obviously it wasn't that close. We just was getting to know each other. It wasn't that close, so I had no. Now, if it happened to me the same thing, I know I could call our group, the mom from the school. Please, can you come pick up the kids? I'm really ill. I need to go, and it would be happening. So yes, it's important. That's what I'm saying. Important to find the friends. I would say more from your children's school. So because you have in common, your children have in common. So you're 100% right about that.
And even like when you get the kids from school, what's easy is that, like you said, you've got common ground already. The mums from the kids' school are going through very similar things to you, and it's easy when the parents have got kids that are the same age. I've got some friends whose kids are very, very young, so the things they're going through, is not what I'm going through with Esme, for example. Like,
Exactly.
a mum with a 1-year-old can't relate to me with a 5-year-old. You know, the things that we're doing are very, very different with different stages in life.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's good to find people with common ground. It saddens me that you went through that. The reason why it triggered me so much is my mum had a car accident. She had a car accident. She was here in England by herself with 4 kids. And she was coming from a night shift. She went into a car accident. We'd all gone to school. She didn't stay in hospital. She had whiplash. And I remember her coming back and she had a brace. But then she had to pick everyone up from school. And I was just like, what on earth has happened to you? She's coming to get us and she's in a brace and she's driving. She wasn't supposed to leave the hospital. She was supposed to stay in hospital. But she was like, who's going to pick my kids up? I've got 4 kids. I can't leave them on their own.
Yes, sir.
Luckily, we'd gone to school and luckily we had Ethel and Dave back then. But they'd taken my brothers to school because, again, my mum would be working. So they're the ones who used to cover in and that. But they weren't available to do their afternoon. So my mum, literally, she just had an accident that morning, taken out of hospital, got in the car, came and got us. This is what I remember. God knows what she was going through at that point. Because she was like, my kids. I need to look after my kids.
But when you think, it's horrible to listen, but who gonna pick these kids from school if not you?
Yeah.
And how scary is if something happened to you, who is gonna be there for them? So I refuse to die. I refuse any accidents. I refuse anything.
You're like,
no. What? Because who gonna do
who's going to
it?
look after my kids?
And the thing is, look, I still have the kids dad just 10 minutes from us.
Yeah.
And there is a woman who have it. Not even, like, there's nobody. There is completely nobody. So, bless. Just in general, the women is amazing.
Yeah.
Creature.
Yeah.
There is amazing men around.
Yeah.
There is amazing husbands. There is amazing fathers there, obviously. Which is, I could just give applause because not many actually these days left. But
Last summer, was it last summer? Well, it's this summer. But it feels like last summer because we're now coming up to wherever we are in the world now. You taught me one thing that I never thought I would do, because with the world, the way the world is now, everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
Trying to have experiences with your children or trying to, you know, do stuff in summer, a lot of the times we feel like we've got to go on like a massive holiday to Barbados or, you know, go to Disneyland, Florida type thing. You opened me up to a world that I never thought I would do with the kids, and I had the most amazing time. And I think you are so fantastic at being able to make memories and create memories out of the simplest of things. And I'm not going to mention what you did with us. So I want you to talk about it. How you managed to make the most out of the simplest things and create memories for your children.
Are you talking about the camping?
Yes, I definitely am talking about camping, because you would never caught me camping. But now I've said once a year for a whole week we're camping.
Yeah, I mean, the way you do, I would say there's glamping.
Not camping, but glamping. But still, it was amazing time. The kids do remember that.
And they loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. And they asked, "Oh, why we can't go now?" Well, it's winter. Anyway, camps, I think they are closed, now for winter time. But
It's freezing outside.
with the glamping you had, I think you could even do that on winter.
When she says glamping, we just had mattresses in the tent.
And the beds and the tables and the candles and the lamps and everything. That's glamping. But anyway.
We're gonna do an episode where we like go camping and we record ourselves so people can see.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I think it would be amazing. Well, I don't know. For me, I could say I choose these simple things because I'm a pet lover, nature lover. So I grew up like that. So it gives me peace, and I think it gives peace now for my kids because I teach them. Well, for my daughter, but Latas is more like, where is a 5-star hotel, please? And the toilet, I need toilet in my room. I need shower and bathroom, please. Yeah. Yeah, Lefia, no, she can be anywhere and any time with any circumstances, and Latas is a bit different. But it's amazing. I think this is amazing. You don't need to spend for the kids. We have to remember it's not about how expensive everything is. They don't even probably, you know, our kids age 6, 7, they don't even know how to count the money. It's not about money. It's about how fun it's gonna be. And camping, it's amazing. You learn how to build the tent.
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
Well, we had to ask for help for my tent.
Mine, I bought the good one that you just pop and is build up. But still, you're teaching your kids how to build it. You teach how to basically survive in the nature. We chose very good spot, but there is a camping where it's like in the forest. It's camping where it's next to the lake. Maybe we can go next time fishing.
Yeah.
To teach the kids to fish in. Obviously, we have to find a spot where is like lots of fish, because where we was camping there's none. There is fish, but you can catch probably once a month. Yeah. We don't have that time. And anyway, like I do choose always what is cheaper. Yeah. My kids don't have too many toys at home. Really, they don't. I teach them now to. You can have like presents, or we saving and we going on holiday or something, and definitely choosing holiday. Yeah. So that's because toys, obviously less who have fortune to buy all the toys in the world. Bless. I everyone is different, but I don't have that much money to spend in toys, traveling, on everything. So I do choose what is cheaper a little bit, and I want my kids to be appreciated that not everyone have. If we pass, I will teach them to put £1 to a homeless person, which I do understand these people chose themselves that lifestyle, but I just want them to learn that not everyone is fortunate
to have what they have. And I agree with you so much.
I need to learn how to speak English properly, because
you're fine, woman.
I forget the words. So
English is not your first language.
Yeah, but still, it's like
you're fine. The fact that you can speak 2 different languages. Do you know how amazing you are?
I can speak even Albanian now.
You can. I don't know what you said, but okay.
I said, hey, how are you? How is your day today? Well, I just want them to experience different things, because we all want to spoil the kids, and which is good thing, and we do, but we need to teach them.
It's not necessary though.
Do other things, already, you pay for school, for clubs, for everything. They're already very fortunate.
Yeah, very. They're more fortunate than we are.
Yeah.
Our kids have a lot more than we did.
Yeah. So all these crazy toys, then save it from the toys. If you play, fair enough, I teach them. You play, fair enough, I will buy for you that toy if you really will play. Are you sure you're gonna play with that toy? No, mommy. So let's buy something else, what you're gonna use it. And I let them what you gonna use? I think I need t-shirt maybe, or socks. Yeah, let's go buy that. No,
Not toys,
so the same with the camping. Like we did first when we started. We actually bought from booking the camper, which it was amazing. We had good time. We went for fishing. Yeah, we learned how to fish. And then I thought, okay, let's try maybe camping with the tent.
Yeah.
And then we did, and then I've offered to you guys, maybe you want to go.
Yeah.
Because it's really fun. It's very...
It was so lovely. It's so unpressured. There was no pressure whatsoever. And once the kids were in bed, me and you sat down and we had a lovely chat.
Yeah, and you know your kids safe, and you
They were
have
so safe,
time
and we had
friends.
time. It was fantastic. What, it cost less than £100 for when we went. It cost less than £100. We were there for a couple. Not the one when we went with you, but when we went.
Yeah.
I think we were there for 3 nights.
Oh.
Yeah, we ended up going for 3 nights because we extended it.
Yeah.
And it was half an hour from our house. We had everything that we needed, other than Eli taking like an hour to sleep. It was just so relaxed
Peaceful.
and so peaceful. I wouldn't do anything different. I wouldn't change it. And now it's going to be every year that we do it, because it costs what, less than £100 to do that.
The best
If
memories.
I was exactly, Esme learned how to ride a bike that weekend, which was, she wouldn't have done it otherwise. And where Alex works all the time, this was the one time that we actually spent with him.
Yeah.
But if I take going on holiday, for example, don't get me wrong, I love a 5-star hotel. I'm not going to say I don't. I absolutely love it. However, my kids got more out of camping than they did in any hotel that we've ever stayed in, because it was different. They helped us pitch the tent when we were making marshmallows and s'mores, and then playing with other random kids, and then running on the field and playing with all. And we don't get that in a hotel. We don't get that on the beach. It's just so amazing for them. And thank you so much for exposing me to a life that I'd never thought I would do. If I was going to go camping, I'd go with adults. I'd never think to go with kids. And I went with a 1-year-old. And there was nothing that prevented us from going with it. Obviously, be prepared. I know you say glamping, but when I went with Eli, I was very prepared. I had a kettle. I had
But there's nothing
everything.
wrong with the glamping.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, I would prepare more glamping than camping now.
Well, we don't have to now because I've got everything. I have everything. I've got a stove.
Yeah, the beds, the
Beds.
candles.
I've got candles, beds, lights, lanterns.
Yeah.
I bought everything because I just thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
as well, like the holiday, it's a balance.
Yeah.
You know, not always you need to do 5 stars or go crazy other
Yeah.
countries. There is here around us.
There's
nature.
so much.
Yeah.
So much that you can do. I've got a question for you. What piece of advice would you give to any mum out there to encourage her to keep going and encourage her to just keep on top of things?
Okay. Well, it's not like probably it would be for every single mom, but I would speak for more like single moms because it's more related to me.
Yeah.
When you are lonely and single, you really just want to be loved. Like you have that horrible day, just want to lay down and maybe hug someone, and it can be hard, but then just be patient, not to jump on any man, you know, who shows a little bit attention straight away. We have children, we have to protect them, and the man out there sometimes have bad intentions. They very into single mothers. Obviously the good man love the single mothers, but the man who have bad intentions out there, and they catch that single mother and they sweep around the finger and they take control of her, the children and everything, and it can cost another problem in your life. So just be careful. The real good man is out there, and they will come in a time. Just be patient and choose wisely, and you have your happiness and your love and hugs.
Love that so much. And final thing, next mum that's going to be sat here, do you have a question for her?
So if you can turn back 10 years ago, would you make the same decisions you made it?
That is a good question.
Because if someone asked me, I would say no.
I wouldn't.
Like I love my kids, but it would be answer no. I wouldn't make
the same choices. Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be different to other people.
Yeah.
But if I knew what I know now, I still want my kids, of course. But I would have had my kids a lot earlier. 100%. I would have given birth much earlier into my 20s than I have now, because it is hard work. I don't have the energy, and well, you know, I've had to not change my career, but once you have kids, your priorities change.
Changing, yes.
And when I found myself in a situation where I was begging to go part-time and begging someone so I can spend time with my kids, I hated it. And then now I'm having to find a different pathway for myself. And I just feel like if I had had my kids a lot earlier, I would have done the raising of the kids in my 20s. And then now they would be 10, 11. And then, crack on career and do that, the corporate world. Whereas now I did the corporate world first. And I found out that corporate world doesn't fit with my motherhood journey. I'm not saying it doesn't work for everybody, it just doesn't work for me. So the corporate world's not for me, and now I'm doing something else completely different. So I think that's a brilliant question. Because mine would be, I wouldn't have made the same decisions. I would have changed them completely.
Well, I wouldn't have kids earlier, definitely no, because in my mindset where I am, I'm much better. But because when I was young, I had amazing, crazy life. I wouldn't. No. Like, I hated the kids till 27. I hated the kids. If the kid ran to me, like, no, go away.
That's not you. You love children.
I have enough. But I'm happy I have, like, the age I had. I just only choose, like, I would be studying more harder. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I would chose more careful men around me. So is two things that I could just choose a bit more wiser. But other than that, Anyway, cheers. That was amazing.
I love you so much, and thank you for today. Thank you for being
I love
part
a cameraman because he was from all over.
My poor brother. He's been utilised, but honestly, thank you so much for being part of KOTOT. And I know for a fact that there's going to be people out there that are going to relate to everything that you've said, and you've shone a light to what it's like being a single mum, how you keep going, how you keep motivated, all the challenges that you face, and the fact that you keep going. People are not alone in this, and thank you so much for sharing your story and being amazing.
Yeah, but you know what? These things what I'm going through now, this year, I want to write a book, and I want to make my TikTok account to have lots of followers. I want to help make organization for single mothers who struggling. You know, they have things in mind, but they don't know how to prosecute them. Like, you know, it's hard. I had things in mind, but there is no financial, no time, no this to do stuff what you like, what you could be good on it. So I hope it will be something that I can, and just help. Not single mother, but the mothers who struggling in the home and struggling to wherever I have their mind. I want to do this job. I want to do that. Like, there is no financial support.
And you just don't know where to start.
Yeah, where to start. That organization that could bring mothers out there and do to be amazing as a person, not just a mother.
Love it. And you know, I'm in your corner. Whatever you decide, I believe, I'm in your corner.
I know. Now always. I know that there is beautiful women, amazing women are out there. Yeah. So,
and we'll do, I will support you, whatever you've got. The fact that you're supporting me, us doing this, you're supporting.
Yeah, but you see, Erica, this is important.
Yeah.
If we support each other, you can go miles